Hey, what's up guys? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. So finally, I went to my Apple store and finally got those HDMI ultra high definition cables, ultra high speed HDMI cables. Please do keep in mind they are not advertised as HDMI 2.1, even though technically they are HDMI 2.1 ready cables. They are HDMI 2.1 cables. And they're not advertised as 2.1. You will not see HDMI 2.1 on it. They want to advertise it at ultra high speed HDMI cable. They want to slap some brand name on there so it sounds kind of cool, I guess, you know. But all of us who are like geek into this technology, we know that it's 2.1 HDMI. But for regular Joe, regular Mary, this is more like an advertisement. When they see Dolby Vision in 4K and then it says ultra high speed, they're thinking it's something super great. Well, it is actually super great. It is a 48 megabits per second. So I'm sorry, 48 gigabits per second. So it's really fast. I'm sorry, I didn't meant to say megabits. I said gigabits per second. It's a 48 gigabits per second, and the other one is about 18 megabits per second. So there's a huge leap here between 18 gigabits to 48 gigabits per second. Okay, so this will support a higher bandwidth, meaning that you shouldn't have any problem with the input lag. You shouldn't have any issues with any kind of low latency, stuff like that, because this thing will read the signal, will read the color output, is going to read all of that stuff pretty darn good, okay? The reason I'm making this video is just to let you know that I do have these cables, and the reason I got 3, it's to connect my 3 devices that I have, Oppo, Apple, Xbox, and of course PlayStation 4 Pro. I want to connect those 3 devices. That way I don't have to constantly unplug it, plug it back in, unplug it, plug it back in. I don't want to do that all the time. I just want to plug my devices in and good to go. And I will do a bunch of tests. I will test pretty much every device that I have. I will test everything on it to see how well it responds when you have 2.1 on, and how well does it respond when you have 2.0. So I'm kind of gonna go through to see how many milliseconds, how many seconds it takes for 2.1 to switch to a signal, and then how quickly it takes for 2.0 to get to the signal. So we're gonna measure that. We'll do those tests, but I want to spend some time first testing these cables, and it's going to take a while. It's going to take me a day and a half, so you'll probably won't see any videos till maybe tomorrow night. Tomorrow evening you might see a video of me doing tests of these cables. Okay, originally I ordered these cables on Amazon, but Amazon told me they canceled it because they were out of stock and they made a mistake and whatever. I was like, okay, you know, they credit me back. You know, it's not a big deal. They credit me back my money. It's just that there was a malfunction in quantities. It was the wrong quantity numbers, and they couldn't ship it to me. You know, so I had to go to the store, drive, and pick this up. You know, I mean, by the time you get it via UPS, you might as well just drive to the store and get these things. By the way, these things are very hard to find. They do sell out pretty quick. I was lucky enough to get 3 of these, and they only had like 3 of these in stock. So they're selling out. So I just want to keep that in check, and that's why I got 3. So that way I don't have to, you know, worry about it. I connect my devices. I'm good to go. Plus, these cables are future-proof. So in the future, 8K. Higher bandwidth, 8K Blu-rays, 8K devices will be able to support this. And I'm pretty sure in the future we'll see Apple 8K TV or something like that. But the reason Apple is advertising these and the reason they're selling it, because they believe that these cables work the best with the Apple 4K TV. Okay, and I'm going to test that. I'm going to go through those tests. I'm going to check everything. But I'm not going to do it on this video, okay? Because I don't want to do it half-assed. I want to do it properly. I want to spend time I want to test everything, and then I'll do a video and I'll give you my thoughts and I'll give you my honest opinion, and then you're gonna hear it from me properly as it should be. All right. But I can tell you from technical aspect point of view, you will not be taking that 48 gigabits, I'm sorry, per second. You're not going to be getting that kind of a transfer data from HDMI from HDCP 2.2, I'm sorry. The only way you'll be able to get that bandwidth data is if your device and your TV both have a 2.1 HDMI chipset, meaning that the HDMI 2.1 chipset has to be built inside that device. But anyway, let me show you these cables a little bit, and let me show you how they look. As you can see, they are $29.95 right here. And as you can see, nowhere does it say that it's 2.1 cable. Okay, they are recommending that you use these cables with the Apple 4K TV, and I'm pretty sure the Apple 4K TV will look great on it. But you're not gonna see anywhere that will say HDMI 2.1. It's going to say ultra high speed HDMI cable. That's about it. And you will see compatible with Dolby Vision. The reason they're advertising Dolby Vision in 4K because Dolby Vision requires a higher bandwidth data because they're encoded to a higher color bit, and they're compressed with a higher color bit, but then they're being decompressed to a 10-bit to fit a 10-bit. Dolby Vision, it's really a future-proof format. It's just that we haven't unlocked Dolby Vision to its full potential. But I think in the future, we'll see Dolby Vision being unlocked to its full potential, and then you're going to see the benefit of this cable. Should you buy this cable? I personally think you should. It's not necessary right now, but I think you should because you're going to be future-proof. And they're not like super expensive, like 29 bucks. All right. So I think it's definitely worth it. But to confirm that, to give you my benefit of a doubt, I'm gonna spend the entire day tomorrow, do some tests. I'm gonna test everything on both of these, on all of these cables that I have, and then I'm going to give you guys my initial thoughts, views, and opinions on it, okay? But for right now, I just want to let you know that I have it. And then tomorrow you will see a video. It's going to be 20 minutes, 22 minutes. I will go through everything. I will show you my tests. I will give you my opinions. And I will let you know what I personally think. Right now, this is not that necessary because there are no devices that support 2.1. But my test will depend mainly on to see how quickly the signal gets picked up with this cable, and also to see how the low latency is on this cable. All right, and we're gonna compare 2.0 with a 2.1 just to see the difference between the two. Okay, so that's coming tomorrow. This is just me showing it to you. All right, that's what this video is really about. It's not about unboxing, it's not about testing, it's just me letting you know I have it. But you're going to have to be patient. You have to give me some time. Tomorrow, the entire day, I'm going to do some tests. And then in the evening, around 7:30, maybe 8 o'clock, depending which time zone you're on, you will see me do a 22-minute video on it, and where I'm going to explain to you what I think and my benefit of a doubt, whether or not you should go ahead and purchase these and buy these HDMI cables. Okay, so there you have it. Hopefully you like this video. So stay tuned tomorrow. Tomorrow evening I will let you know everything, because I will test everything on this thing, on these cables, and will let you know what I personally think. Okay, thank you for watching. Take care.